38 games have just received their play score during late April to May 2017 on the 3DS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and the PC. The play score is a standard rating that averages gamer and critic reviews. On the PC, Syberia 3. Kate Walker's journey continues as she gets marooned on a mysterious island filled with creepy tribesmen and ancient civilizations. The game suffers from horrible bugs, poor gameplay, and uninteresting story. It receives a low play score of 5.82. Sniper 3 Ghost Warrior, a first-person tactical shooter that rewards patience and tactical precision. Take down evil Russians in its improved open-world experience. Equip your most powerful loadouts and take them down with style. Unfortunately, it suffers from its barren story. It has a play score of 6.17. STRAFE, another game published from Devolver Digital. This roguelike first-person shooter puts you in a fast-paced arena where colors pop out every inch of your screen. It's a sci-fi action of scattered viscera and pulse guns. Sadly, it received a low play score of 6.55 due to how messy it is. Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3, another Warhammer entry. Step into a battle between 3 warring factions and decide the fate of the world. This RTS game once again falls short due to fan feedbacks and disappointments. It's just not a Dawn of War game anymore. It receives a play score of 6.75. Expeditions Viking. Step into the days of the Viking era and voyage around the harsh seas. This successor from their previous Expeditions game fails to conquer some of the critics' and players' opinions. It has its fair share of bugs and gameplay inconsistencies, but it's still an enjoyable game nonetheless, with a play score of 7.13. Steel Division Normandy 44. This tactical real-time strategy game takes you to the land, skies, and the seas at the height of World War II. Set your sights in its realistic real-world settings coming from your history textbooks. It has a play score of 7.98. Immortal Redneck, a first-person shooter game set in Egypt. It offers a varied roguelike experience and brutal, fast-paced gameplay. Survive waves and waves of procedurally generated areas and be mindful of the game's permadeath system. It has a play score of 7.99. The Surge. Set in a futuristic post-apocalyptic world, wake up in a seemingly unnatural state with exoskeleton equipped. Survive in a destroyed complex where everything wants you dead. Blow those rogue AIs and machines with all your might in this action RPG. It has a play score of 8. Outlast 2. Return to horror and Red Barrel's demented follow-up of their previous game. Set in a creepy village in Temple Gate. Survive an insane cult with a blood-curdling past. Return to the series' iconic first-person view and navigate through the use of your trusty camera. It has a decent play score of 8.06. Little Nightmares. A puzzle platformer horror brimming with the macabre. Enter the maw and help 6 escape its sinister halls and creepy pig-like humanoids. It's evil incarnate in a video game form. It has a play score of 8.25. Prey. Bethesda's next entry to their long list of action RPG games puts you in a reimagined world of the franchise. Play as Morgan Yu in his exploration in Talos 1. This sci-fi shooter lets you deal out with extraterrestrial horrors with futuristic artillery. It has a play score of 8.43. What Remains of Edith Finch. Powered by the Unreal Engine 4, this walking simulator lets you explore a creepy Washington estate to find the answer to your questions. This first-person adventure game fleshes out a deep narrative story with hyper-realistic visuals. It has the highest play score on the PC's May 2017 with an 8.88. For the PS4, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. Tactical precision makes a return in this latest entry in the Sniper franchise. This first-person shooter puts you in a quest to hunt down rogue German soldiers in carefully planned executions. Sadly, it didn't hit the mark, with a bad play score of 6.62. Deformers. Ready at Dawn's odd game lets you control adorable creatures capable of deforming. This couch party game has only one quest: eat or get eaten. It's a physics-filled brawl filled with quirky moments. It barely formed a decent play score of 7. STRAFE. This first-person shooter is a bit higher compared to the PC's buggy and messy mistakes. Survive waves and waves of enemies in a brutal roguelike shooter filled with blood and bones. It manages to strafe a seemingly low play score with a 7.30. Snake Pass. Not to be mistaken as a casual game, this physics-based adventure is brutal as hell. Guide the snake as he slithers into tricky obstacles and collect items needed to finish the level. Grasp objects and don't fall down. It receives an okay play score of 7.72. NBA Playgrounds. This classic arcade-style NBA version is back. Play against friends via local or online mode and dominate the leaderboards. Show your A game in its high-flying basketball action. It receives a play score of 7.77. Farpoint. A PlayStation VR exclusive. This science fiction story takes you to Jupiter to investigate a strange anomaly. Encounter deadly extraterrestrial creatures and fend them off using your wits and your reflexes. It has a play score of 7.83. Human Fall Flat. An open-ended physics game that lets you step into the shoes of Bob the Builder, help him rebuild objects and stop him from falling into his absurd dreams. What lies in this mysterious dream world? It has a play score of 7.88. The Surge. A futuristic game set in a post-apocalyptic world. Control a man awakened from a long slumber, and don your badass exoskeleton suit to take down machines. Survive the ghastly station with a play score of 8.04. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. After 15 years, this PS4 port of the fan-favorite RE entry spreads with sheer terror and substance. Follow Claire and Chris Redfield in a mission to find out Umbrella's sinister plans. It has a play score of 8.11. Outlast 2. Terror is waking up in Temple Gate. Follow two characters stranded in a creepy village filled with cult-obsessed farmers. Survive the game without weapons. But with your handy-dandy camera, the game is a bit less scarier. Wear your diapers because this game has a play score of 8.27. Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Square Enix RPG tells a timeless tale to please fans of the long-standing saga. But Heroes 2 doles out the hack-and-slash gameplay with intense combat and captivating story. It's not your typical Dragon Quest game, and it has a play score of 8.43. Prey. Step into Talos 1 and control Morgan Yu in a first-person shooter that reimagines the classic Prey series. Use futuristic weapons and battle out extraterrestrial creatures that lurk in the shadows. It's not Bethesda's best game so far, but it still packs a punch with a play score of 8.47. LocoRoco Remastered. Anyone with a PSP knows that this game rocked the handheld console during its early days. This remastered version offers enhanced textures, new content, and more LocoRocos rolling around with catchy music. It has a play score of 8.50. Polybius. Classic arcade game that was once considered an urban legend. Now showing its true form on the PlayStation 4, this shoot-'em-up VR game offers a harrowing trip into weird cyberspace world. It has a play score of 8.52. Little Nightmares. Follow Six as she escapes from a hellish land called the Maw. Surrounded by ugly humanoids, solve a number of puzzles while not giving in to the calls of darkness. It's a platformer that gives you the chills when you're playing alone. It has a play score of 8.60. Injustice 2. Follow the heroes and villains of the DC universe in a superhero power play. In a fight for true justice, this fighting game offers more surprises with new characters, new gameplay mode, and a sweet gear system. It's the highest rated game on the PS4 this May 2017 with a play score of 9.04. And for the Xbox One, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. Although it's not as high compared to the PS4 version, this tactical first-person shooter is a perfect game to test out your inner assassin skills. Take down enemy soldiers with surgical precision and fulfill your mission without making too much noise. Such a shame it gets a play score of 6.82. NBA Playgrounds. Similar to Freestyle, this basketball game rekindles the classic arcade game during their early days and improves in all fronts. Battle with your opponent in 2 vs 2 or 3 vs 3 and climb the leaderboards. It has a play score of 7.36. The Surge. Awaken from a deep slumber. Use your powerful exoskeleton machine and take down rogue machines in a post-apocalyptic world. Also, everyone wants you dead, so try to eliminate these threats with everything you can. It has a play score of 8.10. Outlast 2. Welcome yourself to Temple Gate, a land covered with deep origin story filled with demonic rituals and creepy rice fields. You know, the usual. Use your trusty handheld camera and run away from creepy rednecks with anger issues. This game will scare the crap out of you, and it has a play score of 8.33. Little Nightmares. A game filled with nothing but darkness, insanity, and creepy fat people. Like your usual hentai. Guide 6 in her tumultuous escape in the Maw, a place filled with great evil. Use your brain to navigate around its platforming puzzles and be careful not to be devoured. It has a play score of 8.38. Prey. A classic reimagining of the sci-fi classic. Meet Morgan Yu as he finds himself stranded in a sinister station found in the emptiness of space. Use a variety of futuristic weapons to survive an extraterrestrial threat. It has a play score of 8.40. Injustice 2. Dive into a superhero skirmish of epic proportions. Meet your favorite DC characters, be it hero or villain, as they go out in an all-out war. Customize your heroes in its new gear system and watch them go toe-to-toe in equal power. It has the highest play score on the Xbox One with a 9.07. For the Nintendo Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Get ready to lose friends and your patience in this fun kart racing game from Nintendo. Originally a Wii U favorite, this Switch ported game offers a ton of surprises and shenanigans that you and your buddies can enjoy, or not. It has a PlayScore of 8.91. On the 3DS, Groove Heaven, a Nintendo eShop rhythm game. Get entangled in a strange love story between a devil lord and a goddess of heaven. Perform consistent rhythmic beats using the specific buttons on your 3DS. It's an entertaining game for the younger audience but falls short with a PlayScore of 7.08. Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. Set in a time where a continent is torn asunder by warring gods, control two different but interconnected characters in its tactical grid-based RPG combat. Stop the War of Valentia because this game is the 3DS's best release game of May 2017 with a PlayScore of 8.64.